Hello, welcome to the next episode. This is after the painting the British figure, the British power in helmet. Somebody asked me about painting berries, so I thought I'd do a quick berry painting. Now I've picked 6 colour of berries to paint. As you can see that in front of you, sorry for the macabre look of the heads on a stick, but what we've got is from the left the Royal Armoured Corps berry, which is just a black beret for tank crews. We have the Reconnaissance Corps berry that they wore in North Africa, so a white beret. We have the General Service Cap, or Cap GS, which is a berry, but it's slightly different to the other berries because the headband is the same material as the main beret. And this was introduced in 1943, and by the time of Normandy, pretty much all soldiers from different corps were wearing this berry with their regimental cap badge. Number 4 is the SAS berry, the sand coloured one that we all know. Originally when the SAS were formed, they had to beg, borrow and steal equipment, so they actually started out with the white reconnaissance berry with the SAS badge on. But it was decided that this didn't work. They needed their own berry, so they went to the sand beret at the start, and the originals wore the sand berry pretty much throughout the war. We then have the the Army Commando, or the Commando berry, which then became the Royal Marines berry when they re-rolled into the Commando force. And then we have the Airborne berry. Now there's a few people who say, oh, but the SAS wore the Airborne berry. Yes, they did. When the British military decided to put the SAS into the Airborne Forces unit, they were then given the red beret, issued the red beret. But as I said, the original SAS guys didn't want to wear the red beret. They wanted to keep their sand beret. So how do I paint them? Exactly the same as I paint the figures, which was in the previous video. So I prime the heads first. So I used a Baden black for priming. Let them dry. And then what I did was I painted in the flesh, but I wasn't really going to talk about the flesh on the head, but it made it easier to see the berets with flesh tone on the face and not just black faces. So, prime, I then base coated. So for the Royal Armoured Corps berry, I base coated a Baden black. The Reconnaissance Corps berry, I painted spaceship exterior. The Cap GS, painted khaki brown. The SAS berry I painted with Xandri dust. The Commando berry with Lauren Forest. And then the Airborne berry with corn red. I then picked out the detail of the cap badges. Then I washed them with Agrax Earthshade. I then dry brushed them with a very light dry brush of Spaceship Exterior. And it's as simple as that. What I'll do is I'll tip the heads forward in a moment so you can actually see the berries, and I'll turn the berries around and take some photos. So there we have the tops of the berries. So you can see the Airborne, the Commando, the SAS, the General Service, the Reconnaissance and the RAC. I'll take some photos and I'll label them up as well for you, and they'll be at the end of the video.